Oh, hey guys.
Hey guys, welcome back to the program. We are out here. Okay, we are out here. Oh, guys, we got a message from the president, from the ex-president coming in now. Let's cut to that, please.
When I'm back in the White House, I will take fentanyl.
No, come on, that's not healthy. Don't do that. Do it in moderation, at least, please, Mr. President.
When I'm president, we will not rest until we have fentanyl.
No, come on. Come on, man, that's an irresponsible message.
Oh, shit, okay.
That's right. Beanie Check. This guy's been uploading some muy bueno contente lately, so let's give it a chance. Oh, what's this video you uploaded, man? What's this called? Millennials and Gen Z are voting Republican. Democrats' insanity is... What? Sorry. Is driving away young people. Ooh. And it's leading the Democrats to ask,
where my unstable girlies at?
And then they go like this. And they go like this.
There is some good news here.
Oh.
Millennials and Gen Z are seeing a massive shift towards the Republican Party.
Okay.
Not massive enough, but fairly large.
Okay.
And it will likely become more pronounced as time goes on.
Okay, so let's fact check my man real quick here. He's like, there's a massive shift. It's kind of funny because he's like, there's a massive shift of younger people to voting for Republicans, but it's not massive enough. It's not massive enough. So does that mean you're a Republican? Because usually this guy's like, both are bad, actually. Let's take a look at this from some very recent voting research. Gen Z voted overwhelmingly Democratic for Congress in the 2022 midterm elections. Oh, geez, that graph doesn't look too good for Tim. 77% of Gen Z voters said they voted for a Democratic candidate for Congress, compared to only 21% who said they voted for a Republican. It might be shifting, but it's gonna have to get a lot shiftier, my man, for the younger people. What's the title of your video again? Millennials and Gen Z are voting Republican. Democrats' insanity is driving away young people. What did the graph say again? 77% of Gen Z voted for a Democrat.
Oh, man, it seems like that YouTube video title might be misleading. I'm gonna contact YouTube.
Okay, so young people are flocking to the Republican Party, according to Tim's, the YouTube title. So far, it's not adding up, but let's see what else this son of a bitch has to tell us.
This is the game they're playing, and you can break it down very easily. First, over at the Financial Times, they say millennial voters in the UK and US are not following the typical pattern of growing more conservative as they age.
Oh, wow.
But what is he talking about? What does it mean to be conservative?
No idea.
None of these people actually know. They don't define it.
Hey, calm
What
down.
is he actually saying? The Financial Times breaks it down. Economically conservative. Interesting. So they're not talking about social issues. They're not talking about wokeness or LGBTQ. They're talking about taxes and fiscal policy.
Right.
Yes. When you have people like Steve Bannon on the Trump supporting right saying that wealthy people are ripping you off, don't be surprised if the younger generations don't adopt more laissez-faire capitalist policies. But to argue...
Guys, come on.
Let's give credit where credit's due. This is great political analysis, okay? He looks at the Financial Times article, and it says, hey, young people are not into right-wing economic policy. And Tim Pool's like, of course, because Steve Bannon, revered amongst the young, Stephen J. Bannon, Esquire. You know, there used to be these magazines for teenage girls, magazines like Teen Beat and stuff like that, and they would have like Zach Morris, AC Slater on the cover, Jonathan Taylor Thomas. And, these girls would be like, oh my God, he's so cute. If that still existed, like Teen Beat magazine, with the cute boys on the cover, it would be Steve Bannon. If that existed today, it would be Steve Bannon on the cover, looking cute,
What is he actually saying? The Financial Times breaks it down. Economically conservative.
Whoa!
Interesting. So they're not talking about social issues.
Right.
They're not talking about wokeness or LGBTQ. They're talking about taxes and fiscal.
Right, because young people are far to the right on social issues then. Okay, let's take a little peekaboo at some social issues for Gen Z. 1 in 5 Gen Z adults identifies as LGBTQ, Gallup finds. So not only is Gen Z more in support of LGBT stuff, which these people are not. Tim Pool, this is like their social issue now. But more of them even identify as part of that group, the most ever. So this is from YouGov. This is from a YouGov study. Americans are divided on whether a person should be able to legally self-identify as a gender different from the one they were assigned at birth. And it's interesting how Americans are divided on this. If you check this out, you can kind of see a little bit of a pattern here. Millennials, now of course, this doesn't show Gen Z, but if you showed Gen Z, it would be even more. But the majority of millennials say yes to that. Then you get a little bit older. Gen X, they also say yes, but it's tighter, you know? More of them say no, they shouldn't be, so we're getting older. And then when you get to the boomers, ooh, they don't like it. They don't like it. So, yeah, this young people are socially conservative thing, ooh, looks, on one of your main issues, it's definitely the exact opposite, my man. And to that, I say...
Women are throwing themselves at me.
Yep.
Oh, my God. Bombshell.
A guy with a beanie, and he's got a sword back there, and he's wrong? How could this be? How could this possibly be? Again, I'm contacting YouTube. Hello, YouTube. I have a problem with a video. I said, this is not a social issue, but this one's pretty bad for conservatives, too. Gen Z more likely than other generations to want an activist government. 70% say government should do more to solve problems. Only 29% say it's doing too many things to better left to the business and individuals. Ooh, that's a tough hit for conservatism right there. That's a tough hit specifically for Tim Pool's kind of conservatism. Gen Zers seem to really be doing this on libertarianism. They think it's
toilet.
Here's another interesting thing. This is from Vice. A 2018 Gallup poll found that the majority of Americans age 18 to 29, or as I call them,
adult baby.
Okay. No matter their party affiliation, had a positive view of socialism. Whoa. Americans in that age group were also far less likely than other age groups to view capitalism favorably. Also this from Newsweek last year. Majority of Gen Z Americans hold negative views of capitalism. Poll. Woo. So with that, it's going to be very hard to say, well, the young people, they're going to be really driving Republican type crap in the future, when it seems like they're pushing it in the exact opposite direction.
Why? It's really simple. It's not because people like me have become conservative.
Right.
I've actually moved slightly left on many issues.
Oh,
But
wow.
the Democrats are nuts.
Oh, man.
They want to sterilize kids.
Oh.
You've got proponents of abortion up to birth.
Whoa. Well, I'm actually pro-abortion up to what? How old is Tim? Oh.
You've got proponents of abortion up to birth.
Whoa.
You actually had Northam in Virginia give his...
Sounds like that. Yeah, the numbers seem pretty clear on this one, too. This is from The Hill. The numbers show Gen Z is actually the pro-choice generation. The reality is that younger Americans are far more likely to support abortion rights than not, and are increasingly more likely to do so than older Americans. Oh, man. If you're doing some cowardly version of pro-life stuff like Tim Pool is, they look at you and they go,
"You're a moron."
And then they go,
"You're terrible."
They really think he is sniffing.
These leftists, these far leftists, they want me to be conservative, but it doesn't make sense and it doesn't work in an actual debate format, which is why I actually think they don't want to debate.
Right.
It's why they don't want to appear on shows like Timcast IRL. It's not so much about having their ideas refuted.
Right.
It's about the contrast between me, a traditional liberal, a conservative, and them, the crackpot psychopaths of the far left.
Whoa.
Sniffing.
When they come on this show, they say, we had the guy from the surf. He's like, Tim, you're for forced abortion.
It sounds like some of them do come on. All right.
Forced birth.
Yeah.
What does that even mean? It doesn't mean anything. If there's a baby in a woman, baby's got to come out somehow.
Right.
And so his whole stance is, if the woman's pregnant at 8.5 months and the baby can live.
Yeah, Gen Z clearly doesn't care about this. Yeah, you trying to pander to a right-wing audience by crafting these weird abortion arguments? They don't care. Sorry. They don't give a hoot, so you could go play
a crystal flute. Voting Republican doesn't mean you move to the right, you psychopaths.
Whoa, hey, you turn that down. You turn that attitude down, bro.
It means we're taking anything we can get to get away from the cult.
Right.
Anything.
Right. Unless you're young, then you don't, which is the whole point of your video. So this guy's definitely one of the best media guys ever. You know, gets massive views, making millions of dollars from doing this. And like half the videos that I've seen that he's done, he directly contradicts whatever he's saying in the main point of what he's saying in the same video. Here we go.
But here's what I think we're seeing. algorithmic decay,
Oh,
the rise of a new religion.
oh my God.
I think Instagram, TikTok are captured.
Okay.
I think TikTok especially is captured, likely with heavy Chinese influence. Republicans are too stupid to do anything about it.
Right.
So while
wait,
I
thought they were shifting. Thought young people were shifting toward Republicans, but now it's Chinese TikTok is making them do something.
Generally speaking,
What for Republican? Well, what are you talking about?
What I can tell you is we are facing trying times. Conservatives need to keep their kids away from these schools.
Right. That actually might be a good strategy. How do we pull kids into Tim Pool's stupid view of the world? No school. Don't go to school. Okay, here we go. Speaking of kids going to school, here's a funny story. This one's pretty funny.
Here's the story. Judge rules Massachusetts boy 12 cannot wear two genders shirt to school while free speech lawsuit is still being decided.
Okay.
Attorneys for student hope final decision will come before last day of term.
Oh, boy.
First thing I want to say is bravo to the kid, bravo to the family, bravo to the lawyers that are filing the lawsuit.
Absolutely.
Here's the story.
This is a great and very heartwarming story. This is a kid. He's 12 years old. He's going like this. He got in some kind of trouble at his school for wearing a shirt that says, like, there's only two genders or something like that. And for this one, I think the prescription is pretty obvious, you know? Maybe wait till you can legally buy a pack of cigarettes until you start losing your mind on the internet. You know, that's probably the takeaway from this one. If you're still having accidents, you know, in your little pantaloonies, yeah, maybe wait until you totally break your brain with online nonsense. That would probably be, you know.
Now, the kid pulled a master move, bravo, young sir, by wearing a shirt that says there are censored genders. I want to give a round of applause right there.
Absolutely.
Brilliant shirt.
Absolutely. Totally. So what's this article say? His parents filed a federal lawsuit last month. Okay, so basically the story is there's a 12-year-old with weird parents. There's a 12-year-old with parents who spend a little too much time on Rumble. Okay, here's the next video, but it's basically the exact same crap. He's defending the kids. You know, Tim Pool is defending the kids. He lives in the middle of the woods, and he's going after his new political target. That's right, Tim Heidecker. He's going after Tim with
a crystal flute. Let me pull up the tweet.
Okay.
Here we go.
Oh, yeah, awesome.
Tim Heidecker.
Yeah.
This is he's Tim and Eric, I believe.
Never
right?
heard of him. Never heard of him.
He said, "You dumb mother effer, Matt Walsh.
Whoa.
Exposing kids to LGBTQ plus is the point.
Okay.
Normalize this ish now for them, and they won't be so confused, repressed, isolated from the modern world as adults.
Yeah.
Grow up and join the 20th century, you total losers."
Yep. Pretty obvious point there by Tim Heidecker. Okay.
They're not showing effing porn at Target. They have rainbow-ish. God damn it, are you people cruel? The 20K people who like this tweet don't need any more context and can easily comprehend that understanding LGBTQ plus people exist and that it's okay and healthy for kids to understand this does not make someone a groomer or pedo.
Yeah,
Not true.
of course.
If you jump to the
Wait, what did you say to that obvious point?
healthy for kids to understand this does not make someone a groomer or pedo. Not true.
Oh, it's not true. Okay, got it.
If you jump to the conclusion you are a sucker, grifter, religious extremist.
Yeah,
so
all of those.
The assumption that grooming starts with the most extreme is wrong. It doesn't.
Whoa.
Grooming starts with the lightest, most basic thing,
Oh.
which is a rainbow. Hey, kid, look at the rainbow.
Okay.
It's pretty, isn't it? All grooming starts that way.
Talk to my agent. I am an agent of CIA.
So, Tim Heidecker supports grooming. Maybe it's because he doesn't understand what
Right.
we are saying,
Absolutely.
or he doesn't agree with it.
Yeah.
But a fact is a fact.
Pretty sane accusation there. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so this is a pretty airtight case here. Tim Heidecker's some kind of a pervert, and now Tim Pool's going to give us what can only be described as
A crystal flute.
of an example here of how grooming works. Ooh, whoa, okay.
Grooming has to start with something light. I'll tell you the story.
Oh, please do.
I knew a guy. He saw an ad on Craigslist that said,
Oh, can we get some more? This is one of my favorite Tim Pool things. Can we get a little more info on this guy? What was the guy's name? Oh, Jason. His name was unnamed guy number one.
I knew a guy. He saw an ad on Craigslist that said, model needed.
Oh.
Modeling. Innocent old modeling.
Right.
And so he was like, okay. And they said $200 paid cash for 1 hour of work. And he was like, he hit him up and said, what do you think? And they're like, absolutely, you're perfect. Come on in. And they said, take off your shoes. And they took pictures of him with his shoes off. Gave him $200. The next step was, do you want to do any like bathing suit stuff?
Yes.
Like at the beach, or, you know, we want to do like, we have shorts.
Right.
And they got him to wear, like, so how about you do like a wife beater, like a tank top and shorts? Then they did that a couple times,
Slippery
giving
slope,
him more and
yeah.
more money. Completely innocuous, totally fine.
Right.
Who cares? Guys wear this stuff all the time.
And then they really started to escalate with this. They said, can you take your beanie off? And this guy said, why do I need to take my beanie off to be a swimwear model? Okay, lots of people swim with a beanie on. And then they said to him, no, those aren't beanies. Those are swim caps. Those are not wool beanies. You know, those are made of latex or something. And then this guy said, oh, that's a fair point. And then they said, well, why are you so afraid to take your beanie off? And he said, because of the fact that I fear that I may look too cute with the beanie off, and I want to give other male swimsuit models a chance in the industry. Okay? So what I'm trying to say, guys, is that this Tim Heidecker's a pervert, is what I'm trying to say here.
Like, would you be okay with that? Yeah, you would? Okay, take your shirt off. All right, pictures. What they do that a couple times. Okay. You see, all of these things are seemingly innocent.
Right.
Seemingly innocent.
Right.
I'll tell you where this goes.
Well, you should have this guy. I'd like to. Is there any way you could get this guy on the show? I wonder. Because he definitely exists. So
it goes to a dark place.
Yeah.
The next step after a few weeks of doing swim trunks was, Speedos. Like, look, guys wear this stuff. You look great in them.
Right.
What's the difference?
Absolutely.
We'll pay you $200 extra.
Yeah.
Then what happened? How about nude stuff?
Whoa.
How about you and this other guy sitting down, both modeling in swim trunks? Okay, now put your arm on the guy. He's your buddy. Do that a couple times. Within a few months, they had him arm around another man, taking pictures, telling him it was just modeling.
I gotta say, this is the most convincing story I've ever heard in my life.
Guess where it ended up?
Where?
I kid you not an exaggeration. He became a prostitute. No joke.
Oh, man. He never should have answered that Craigslist ad for male modeling. That's for sure. I'm just going to go ahead. I'm just going to go ahead and call it here. Tim Heidecker is done. His career is over after this, after that story. If he hears this story, his career's over, man. I mean, I really hope to God that Tim Heidecker will be crushed by this. Oh my God. I'm really going to pray tonight that he doesn't see this and clip this and put it on his podcast, because it's just too devastating, Like I definitely hope he doesn't find this, and his next upload isn't going through this piece by piece. It would just be, it definitely wouldn't be funny.
And then they say, it's not grooming that you're showing him a rainbow. Right. If you show a child a rainbow for the intention of showing him a rainbow, that's totally fine. If you have a man, woman, or child model by wearing a nice outfit for a catalog, that's not grooming.
Right.
But if your intention is to indoctrinate the kids to normalize sexual activities like Tim Heidecker admits they're doing,
right,
you're grooming.
Right, exactly.
That's it.
Yeah, Tim Pool's right. I mean, Tim Heidecker is all f***ed up here because, he's saying that letting kids know that LGBTQ people are normal and not bad and all this stuff. It's indoctrination, man. It's indoctrination. Now, of course, when I was a kid in school, this was all very taboo, and it was constantly used for bullying and all this stuff, which we got to go back to that. That was good. When I was a kid, I was very passionate about what we call boog eating. Okay, boog eating. It was my passion. And I was indoctrinated into anti-boog propaganda and indoctrination. It took me a long time to feel comfortable doing it again, and now I am. So hopefully Tim Pool won't reproduce. I wonder if he'll be able to capture a woman to have a child with. But if he does, do you think the child will be born with a little beanie on? I mean, to me, it seems biological at this point, the beanie. You know what I mean? But if you do get that beanie off, you open it, you look under there, you know what's under there, right?
A crystal flute.
So there we go, our beautiful and perfect political commentator, giving us some good insights into the next generation of people and kids, you know what I mean? Thank God. Thank God for him. I look at these ideas and I say,
they make me vomit.
And then the vomit sounds like that. Well, guys, this was pretty magical, and that's putting it lightly, I would say.
Hope you're having a good week. We're making it through.
We're keeping it
Weird.
and we're doing what we do. Love you guys so much. Thank you for watching this. I appreciate it. Hey, thanks for watching this, Thanks a lot. Really appreciate it, And I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Oh, hey, guys.
Guess what? You're not even getting the whole show. If you want every episode and a whole bunch of other
Subscribe on Patreon.
subscribe on Patreon for as little as 2 bones. Just click the stupid little link below the video in the comments.
See, right there.
There you go. Click it, and yep. When you become a patron for as little as 2 bones, you get the Tuesday, Thursday, patron-only episodes. You also get the weekly Book-a-Blega show where we talk about important books. The questions and comments thing where you can ask questions and make comments and all this crap.
All for less than the price of a rancid Charleston chew.
And for only 25 putrid little dollars,
You could become a producer.
that's right, support the show and get your name up here. Look at these people. Look at these people. It make the show possible, okay? God. I mean, without these beautiful people, this show goes straight into the dumpster. A rotten, just wet, disgusting dumpster, behind a restaurant. So there's old milk in there. That's where this show ends up without these people. Is that what you want? Okay, I guess it's what you want. I'll just leave. Nope, it's done. It's too late. Okay? Here we go. Here's the dump truck. Here's the dump truck come to pick up the show. This is what would happen with no producers. Thank you.